You're cringe, I'm cringe, we're all cringe. Honestly, nobody is exempt from cringiness. I think it's literally just human nature. You're not just one in a million freak. All right, we're all freaks. Okay, humans are freaks. It's just the way that it is. Honestly, if somebody calls you cringe or anything like that, like, they need to be humbled, because we all know what they've done when the lights are low. We all know they've talked to themselves like they're talking on YouTube when they're doing their hair and makeup. We all know that they've been holding the fucking walls, yeah, when they've had an explosive shit. We like to think that we're so above everything else, like we're the most intelligent species on the earth, we're above animals and shit like that. We all throw up, we all poo. I know it's disgusting, but it's the truth, okay? And I feel like day to day we kind of try to deny the fact that that is the truth. But we are inherently gross and we are inherently cringe because we have too much self-awareness. Self-awareness equals cringe. All right, if you weren't aware of yourself, then you wouldn't even be cringed out. So are you really cringe, or is it just your perception? Sometimes I'm literally too self-aware about humans. Do you ever think to yourself, like, what the fuck are we doing? Because I used to dance, right? I was like a dancer my whole life. And honestly, like, a massive obstacle that I faced in dancing was finding it so cringe. Like, I'd be like, what am I doing? I'm just flailing around in my meat suit, like dancing, moving to rhythms, and somebody is judging me and grading me on how well I am flailing around. Like, what? Obviously, no diss to dance. Like, I loved it. It's amazing. But sometimes I literally I couldn't even deal. I was like, what am I actually doing? And think about when you go to a concert or something like that. Like, for a second, like, imagine there was no music, yeah? Just look at what that audience would be doing. They're jumping up and down. They're screaming. They're clapping their hands because they like the sound of something. They like the sound of objects clanging together in a nice way. Like, when you look at that with that much perspective, it's so embarrassing. Like, it's so weird. Like, it's so cringe. You know what I mean? So honestly, everything that we do is cringe. And I think we just take ourselves too seriously sometimes. Like, the nature of this world is unserious. Like, everything is unserious. Like, if someone's taking you too seriously and they're calling you cringe and stuff like that, even like the generically cool people, them roadmen or whatever, and they have like their pants like literally at the rear end of their bum cheek, you can see that every fucking facet of their bum cheek, because they've sagged their trousers so much, and they think that's cool. They think that is cool, and they'll call you cringe for shit. All right. Anyway, no hate towards anyone. You can wear what you want. You can have your whole bum cheek out for all I care. Actually, I do care about that, but you know what I mean. But if somebody does make you feel like shit, if somebody does make you feel cringe, just know that they are not exempt from the cringiness. Nobody is. Not celebrities, not politicians, nobody. Because for a long time, I tried to kind of avoid being cringe, I guess. Like as we all do, right? We don't want to feel embarrassed. But I realised that all I was doing was sitting on the sidelines of life. Like, you probably can avoid it if you do sit on the sidelines, like if you're just an observer. And I want to participate in the game of life. And to participate in the game of life, I have to be cringe to some level, to some extent. I don't usually think I'm cringe yet, but someone might. And like, that's fine, whatever. I think I'm cute. And I think that's a really like interesting way that we can kind of solve cringe, is by relating it to cuteness. Because if you think of like animals and you think of babies and you think of kids, you never really think of them as cringe. Like, you just think of them as like super adorable. Like, if they fall over or they make a funny sound, or I don't know, they stumble on their words, it's not cringe. Like, it's cute. So when you find yourself looking back on some old text you sent which is like so cringy, or some old video you made when you were 13 and you can't get it destroyed from the internet, just think, oh, I'm really cute, you know, I'm just a little human being, like just doing human being things, and that's really, really cute. I bet you had like a teacher that all they did was dad jokes and they were so objectively cringe, but you never found them cringe. You just found them cute, and you found them endearing, and you found them intriguing and lively and alive. And I think that's how you should try and maybe look at it for yourself. You're normal, you're human, we're all cringe. It's okay. It's safe to be cringe. We'll be cringe together. Okay.